Your server in the cafe, Monsieur Fréjus, Monsieur de Baker.
I'm just speechless. That lunch and wild chickens. I didn't know it was ever wild. Gosh, I had no idea people lived like this. I'm out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Sugar?
Thanks.
1.
3. I know it's a big load for a Democrat to carry. All right, I'm a hick. You know so many American words. Do you know what a hick is?
A hick is one who lives in a stick.
Stick. Plural, the stick.
Pardon. The stick, sir. I remember now.
How long does it take you to build up a plantation like this?
Oh, I came to the Pacific 25 years ago, when I was a young man.
Hey, Neil, is it true that all the planters on these islands, are they all running away from something?
Who is not running away from something? There are fugitives everywhere. Paris, New York, even in Small Rock. Where you come from?
Oh, Little Rock.
Oh, Little Rock. You know fugitives there?
I'll show you a picture of a Little Rock fugitive. Small Rock. I got this clipping from my mother today.
In San Mary for good. Little Rock Stone, Florence Nightingale.
That was written by Mrs. Meaning, the social editor. She went to school with my mother. To read her, you think I'm practically the most important nurse in the entire Navy, and that it's only a matter of time before I'll be a lady admiral.
Well, in this picture, you do not look much like an admiral.
Well, that was taken before I knew what rain and heat and mud can do to your disposition. But it isn't raining today. Gosh, it's beautiful here. Just look at that yellow sun. You know, I don't think we're at the end of the world like everyone else thinks. I can't work myself up to get to that low. Think I'm crazy too? They all do over in the Fleet Hospital. You know what they call me? Knucklehead Nellie. I am, but I just can't help it. When the sky is a bright canary yellow, I forget every cloud I've ever seen. So they call
lady. What were you running away from?
I don't know. I think it was more like running from something. I wanted to see what the world was like. That's not little rock, I mean. I wanted to meet. Find out if my life was any better. And I'm finding out.
Would you like some cognac?
I'd love some. Wonder how I feel, living on a hillside, looking on an ocean, beautiful and still.
This is what I need, this is what I long for. I'm only young and this wine, but I need my wine.
We are not alone. Probably I told you he's a cultured Frenchman. I love the movie.
Younger than I, your descendant and dark voice, probably if you heard, she's the perfect.
Wonder why I'm weak, gently and youngly. Why I'm like a schoolgirl and older.
When I ask for an hour, I am like a schoolboy. What will be her answer? Oh, I have a child. Each time the boat from America comes once a month, the ladies, the wives of the planters, often go to Australia during the hot months. It can get very hot here.
You can get out in Little Rock, too.
It can. I have many books here, Marcel Proust, André Gide. Did you study French in school?
Oh, yes.
Oh, then you can read French.
No. I can conjugate a few verbs. I'll bet you read a lot.
Out here, one becomes hungry to learn everything, not to miss anything, not to let anything good pass by.
Yes.
One waits so long for what is good. When at last it comes, one cannot risk to lose. So, one must speak and act quickly, even though it seems almost foolish to be so quick. Why, now it is only 2 weeks. It was a dinner given at your officers' club. Wasn't it?
It was.
That is the way things happen sometimes. Isn't it, Nellie?
Yes, it is, ain't it?
Stormy, stormy evening. Lead me a strange drive. You'll lead me a strange drive. Towards the clouded moon. And the starry moon. children, when I die, they will be growing up. You could afford to take them back to America. If you like. Think about it.
Monsieur de Bec, la gifle, mademoiselle. La gifle, mademoiselle, votre gifle.
My dear, gosh, thank you, Henry. I'm on duty in 10 minutes.
Nellie, before you leave, I want to tell you something. A little while ago, you asked me a question. Why did I leave France?
Oh, Neil, that was none of my business.
Oh, but I want to tell you. I had to leave France. I killed a man.
Why did you kill him?
Well, he was a wicked man, the town bully. Everyone in our village was glad to see him die. It was not to my discredit. Do you believe me, Nellie?
You told me that you killed the man and that it's all right. I hardly know you, and yet I know it's all right.
Thank you, Nellie. You like my play?
Yes.
You will sing?
I will sing.
Lipstick. 3 lumps of sugar in a little cup. Oui?
$50.
Yeah? What's it made out of?
Made out of head. It's real human. See?
Well, what makes it so small?
Shrunk. Only way to keep human head is shrink them.
Well, no thanks. What else you got there, Mary?
Hey. $4. We don't Chicago for taxes, sweetheart. We make wave like this.
Hey, look, fellas, it's
These beautiful grass skirts were made by myself, the professor here, and 3 other CVs, naval construction engineers, and half the time it takes your native workers to make them. See? No stretch. Look them over, sweaty pie, and give me your price, huh? Look at that shirt! Take it up with the manager. Hey, big dealer! Hey, look, Bill! Well, what can I do for you, my boy? What's your trouble? Look at that shirt! The Phyllis Laundry is not responsible for minor burns and tears. Well, what do you say, nurse? What's all my offers?
all hands on.
That's mighty nice work. You hear that? You can probably sell these to these chunks for $5 or $6 a piece. Now, come on, let's make a quick deal, huh? Look, I'll let you have the whole bunch for, say, $80.
$10.
What?
Is that enough?
You're damn well right it's not enough.
Then you done well.
Now, look here, Dragon. What's that you got there? A Boris Suit bracelet? Where'd you get that? Over there on Valley High?
You like?
You guys know what this is? A bracelet made out of a single boar's tooth. They cut the tooth out of the boar's mouth in a big ceremonial over there on Valley High. There ain't a souvenir you can pick up from the South Pacific as valuable as this. How much you want for this, Mary?
$100.
$100? Man, that's cheap. I thought it'd be more.
I don't see how she can turn them out for that.
Hey, I make you special offer, big dealer. I trade you for a suit bracelet for all grass skirts.
That's the deal.
1 minute. It's no deal till you throw in something so good luck.
Okay, what do you want me to throw in?
$100. Good luck!
You don't run across these things every day, you know. They're scarce as hen's teeth.
They're bigger, too.
Why does it have to be out of bounds? You can get everything over there. Shrunken heads, bracelets, old ivory.
Young French women.
Knock off. I'm talking about souvenirs.
Those teeth.
Don't get over there. I'm feeling held down again. I need to take a trip. Only officers can sign up. Oh, I'll get up for it all right. I'll latch on to some officer that's got some imagination. Some guy would like to see that Boris II ceremonial as much as I would. Oh, that's a hell of a ceremonial. Dancing, drinking, everything.
Why, you
big phony. We all know why you want to go to Valley High. Yeah, why? Because the French planters put all their young women on there when they heard the GIs were coming. That's why. It ain't board seats. It's Dane. It is board seats. And Dane.
We got sunlight on the sand, we got moonlight on the sea. We got mangoes and bananas you can pick right off a tree. We got volleyball and ping pong and a lot of dandy games. What ain't we got? We ain't got games. We get packages from home, we get movies, we get shows. We get speeches from our skipper and advice from Tokyo Road. We get little stuff with toys too, we get dizzy from the smell. What stuff we get? Hell, damn well.
We have nothing to put on a clean white suit for. What we need is what there ain't no such stuff to for.
There is nothing like a dame, nothing in the world. There is nothing you can name that is anything like a dame. We feel restless, we feel blue, we feel lonely and free. We feel every kind of feeling but the feeling of relief. We feel hungry and the wolf felt when he red riding foot. What don't we feel?
Don't feel good. Lots of things in life are beautiful, but lovers. There is one particular thing that is nothing whatsoever in any way, shape, or form like any other.
There is nothing like a dame, nothing in the world. There is nothing you can name that is anything like a dame. Nothing else is built the same, nothing in the world. And the soft and wavy grass like the blue and scarlet land. There is absolutely nothing like the frame of the
Hey, Luther. Yes, Miss Wilbur.
Have you done what you promised?
Yeah, I did it all last night. You don't have to open it here.
Why, you do beautiful work, Luther. You've even done the pleats in my shores.
Oh, please ain't hard. You better run along and catch up with your gang.
Well, pleats are very hard. How do you do such delicate work at night in the dark?
There was a moon. There was a moon. A full moon.
How much, Luther?
Oh, no, not from you.
Gosh, I guess I'm just about the luckiest nurse on the island to have found you. You're a treasure. Goodbye, Luther. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,
She's a nice little girl. But some of them nurses, the officers can have them.
They got it.
But they can have them.
So suppose that they may try or completely free from flaw, and faithful as a bird dog, and kind as kind as more. It's the wind of time to worry over things that they have not.
Be thankful for
The things they've got. There is nothing you can name that is anything like a day.
There are no drinks like a day, and nothing makes like a day. Nothing acts like a day, or attracts like a day. There ain't a thing that's wrong with any man here that can keep your time when you hear a dirty woman named
Hello. You make trouble for me? Are you crummy major?
Oh, I'm even crummier than that. I'm a lieutenant.
Lieutenant?
Hello. Hiya, lieutenant. You doing the rock? Just came in on that Chevrolet. Yeah, where from? Island, Santa Maria, Louise. Oh, then you've been up where they use real bullets.
Hey, Lieutenant. You've done something, man.
Thanks. You're looking pretty fit yourself.
Done something, aren't you?
Ah, she's Pakinese. Used to work for a French planter.
But Betta,
Say, I wonder if any of you know a French planter named Emile de Beck. Emile de Beck? Yeah, I think he's that guy that lives on top of that hill over there. Why, you know? No. I'm going to.
Hey, Lieutenant. If you went ahead. You got sweetheart? Come on, Chicago to taxi, sweetheart.
Oh, she's a Philadelphia girl, and I don't think...
What's that Philadelphia girl? What's that mean? No taxi? You laugh? I give you free.
Free? You never give me anything free.
You're not taxi like Lieutenant. Hey.
No thanks. Say, where'd you get that anyway?
Buddy High.
That's the island over there with the two volcanoes. Officers can get launches and go over them. Valley High? What does that mean?
Valley High means I am your special island. Then here I am. Valley High is your special island, Lieutenant. I know. Listen. You hear island called. You don't hear something?
I hear the sound of the wind and the waves, that's all.
You know hear something calling. Listen.
I think I shut your big fat mouth.
Here, boys. Most people live on a lonely island, lost in the middle of a foggy sea. Most people long for another island. Yeah, I may call
that the French planters have their young women running around over there. Of course, you being an officer, you could get a launch. I'd even be willing to requisition one for you. What do you say, Lieutenant? Valley High may call you any night, any day. In your heart, you'll hear it call you. Come away, come away. Lieutenant? Oh, yeah, I see what you mean about the island being out of bounds and all. Take a hell of a lot of persuading to get me to go over there. You know, they got another little thing over there, Lieutenant. They got this ceremonial of a boar's tooth. See, after they kill the boar, they pass around some of this cocoa nut liquor, and women dance with just skirts on. Everybody gets to know everybody pretty well. Of course, it's just a little old tribal ceremonial, primitive, but astonishing. I thought that you being up in the shooting war for such a long time without getting any recreation, I thought you might be interested.
I am. But right now, I've got to report to the island commander.
Oh, Professor, take the lieutenant up in the truck.
Professor?
Yeah, we call him Professor because he went to college. You go to college?
Yes.
Yeah, where?
Princeton University.
Oh, your folks have money, huh? Well, don't be ashamed of him, Lieutenant. We understand. Hey, maybe you'd like to hear the professor talk some language, huh? What would you like to hear? We got Latin, Grecian. Give him some Latin. Yeah, come on, give him a little Latin. All you guys. Give him a Latin. Come on.
Rectius freeway, licidi,
Ain't that sensational?
neque alto. Semper ogendo dum vocela.
Well, how about it, Lieutenant? What'd he say?
I'm afraid I haven't the slightest idea.
What's the matter? Didn't you graduate? All right, take the lieutenant up to the building.
Aye, aye. He'll never make captain. Iron belly, iron belly, iron belly. Here he is, then. You are causing an economic revolution on this island. These French planters can't find a native to pick a coconut or milk a cow because you're paying them 10 times as much to make these ridiculous grass cuts.
Sir! May I make a suggestion, sir?
Who are you?
Phillips, sir. Mr. Phillips. The natives can now go back to work on the farm, sir. The demand for grass skirts can now be met by us seabees.
Dressmakers? Do you mean to tell me the construction engineers of the United States Navy are now sitting around in sewing circles?
You don't like the idea, sir? Just say the word. We'll drop the whole subject. Just pretend I never brought it up.
Luther Phillips.
Yes, sir?
Nothing. Just making a mental note. I want to be sure not to forget your name. I want to see you pick up every scrap of this paraphernalia now, and for the last time, carry it down there beyond that fence. Off Navy property.
Come on, everybody. Take all that stuff and throw it over that fence. Down beyond that fence. Off Navy property. Off Navy property. Come on, get out of here. Let's go.
All right. You go too.
All right, Lieutenant. Thank you.
Lieutenant, who are you anyway?
I'm Lieutenant Joseph Cable, sir. Just flew in on that Catalina.
Joey Wright?
No, sir, order.
A Marine and orders to me.
Yes, sir.
I'm Captain Brighton.
How do you do?
And this is Commander Harbison, my executive officer.
How do you do?
Well, what's it all about?
My colonel feels that all these islands are in danger because none of us has been getting first-hand intelligence. What we need is a coast watch.
Coast what?
A man with a radio hiding out on one of those jet-held islands where he could watch for jet ships when they start down the bottleneck. Down this way.
What do you think, Bill? Well, sir, our pilots could do a hell of a lot with Jap convoys with information like that. You'd have to sneak this man ashore at night from the submarine.
Yes.
Who's going to do it?
Well, sir, I've been elected.
You've got quite an assignment, son. How long do you think you could last there sending out messages before the Japs found you?
I think I'd be okay if I could take a man with me who really knew the country. Headquarters has found out there's a French civilian here who used to have a plantation on Marie Louise Island.
Marie Louise? That's a good spot, right on the bottleneck. What's this Frenchman's name?
Emile de Beck.
Meet me in my office in a half an hour, Cable.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Bill. Maybe you and I are going to get into this war yet.
Tell those guys down at the shop to stop making us grass skirts? Sure. Hey, they just turned out one of these. What do you think of it? That don't look like a human head. It looks like an old orange painted with shoe polish. But that's what it is. Go back to the shop and tell them to try again. All right, if I order a dried up human head, I want a human head dried up. You can't go to me. Don't change your expression, Lieutenant. Just act like you're walking casual. I got the boat.
What boat?
Keep walking down the couple street. Keep your voice down. I signed out a boat in your name. We shove off the Valley High in 45 minutes.
No, we're not. I've got to see Captain Brackett.
What are you trying to do to me? I signed out this boat in your name.
And you're just the guy to go back and cancel. Forget the whole thing.
Okay. Lieutenant, you and me are going on a little boat ride, whether you like it or not. Hey, who the hell threw that? I threw it. What the hell are you going to do about it?
Cable, we got some dope on your Frenchman. Muriel of Louise Island. Moved down here 16 years ago. Lived with a Polynesian woman for about 5 years. Had 2 children by her. She died. Now, here's one thing we gotta clear up. It seems he left France in a hurry. Killed a guy. What do you think of that?
Might be a handy man to have around.
Cable? Good, send her in. No, we haven't got time for her to change into a uniform. Tell her to come in. Come in, Miss Fulwood.
Please excuse the way I look.
You look fine. Oh, may I present Commander Harbison? I have the pleasure of meeting Miss Fulwood twice a week. We served together on the GI Entertainment Committee. Oh. May I also present Lieutenant Joseph Cable, Miss Baldwin? Well, sit down, Miss Baldwin. How's the Thanksgiving entertainment coming along?
Very well, thank you, sir. We practice whenever we get a chance.
About a week ago, you had lunch with the French planter, Emile Debec.
Yes, sir.
What do you know about him?
Well, what do I know about him?
That's right.
We met at the Officers Club dance. He was there. And I met him. So then I had lunch with him that day.
Yes. What kind of a man is he?
Very nice. Kind. He's attractive. I just don't know what you want to know, sir.
Forbush, Captain Brackett wants to know, did you discuss politics?
No, sir.
Would you have discussed politics, Commander? Now, what we are specifically interested in is, when these fellows come out from France, it's generally because they've had some trouble. Now, has he ever told you anything about that? Well, what do you know about his family?
Oh, he has no family. No wife, nobody.
He hasn't any children?
No, sir.
And you say he's never told you why he left France?
Yes, sir. He left France because he killed a man.
Did he tell you why?
Nobody will if I ask him.
Well, Forbush, that's exactly what we'd like to have you do. Find out as much as you can about it. His background, his opinions, and why he killed this man in France.
In other words, you want me to spy on him.
Well, I'm afraid it is something like that.
Why? Do you suspect him of anything?
No, it's just that we don't know very much about him, and he's... Will you help us, Miss Baldwin?
Right.
Thanks. You may go now, if you wish.
I don't know very much about him, really. Do I?
He's kept a few secrets from her, hasn't he? Well, you don't spring a couple of Polynesian kids on a woman right off the bat. I'm afraid we aren't going to get much out of her. She's obviously in love with him.
Why, that's hard to believe, sir. They tell me he's a middle-aged man.
Cable! It is the common mistake for boys of your age and athletic ability to underestimate men who have reached their maturity. Young women frequently find a grown man attractive, strange as it may seem to you. I myself am over 50. I am a bachelor, and Cable, I do not by any means consider myself through. What's the matter, Bill? Nothing. Evidently. Okay, Cable, see you at town.
Yep.
You play bridge?
Yep.
Have you got any money? Good, I'll take it away from you. What makes you so damn sure this mission won't work? Marie Louise Island is 24 miles long and 3 miles wide. Let's say every time they send out a message, they move another hill. It seems to me, looking at this thing optimistically, they could last about a week. Of course, it would be worth it if it were the right week. With decent information, our side might get moving. Operation Alligator might get off its tan.
Here it is, sir. I got it.
Well, see you at town, Bill. See you at town, Bill? Sure, see you at town. Have you got the address right?
I think so, sir. Mrs. Amelia Fortuna, 325 Euclid Avenue, Cleveland, Ohio.
That's right. I want to pack it myself.
Okay, you guys, hurry up.
Going back to the beach, Debbie?
Letter from home?
Yes. You get letters from your mother telling you everything you do is wrong.
Oh, my mother thinks everything I do is right. Of course, I don't tell her everything I do.
My mother's so prejudiced
I guess Frenchman?
against anyone outside Little Rock. She makes a big thing out of two people having different backgrounds.
Ages?
No, Mother says older men are better for girls than younger men.
This has been a discouraging day for me.
Do you agree with my mother about people having things in common? For instance, if the man likes those symphony records and the girl likes dinosaurs, or he reads Marcel Proust and she doesn't read anything, well, what do you think? You think Mother's right?
Well, she might be.
Well, I don't think she is.
Well, maybe she's not.
Well, goodbye, Lieutenant. You've helped a lot.
Listen, you don't know so much about that guy. Better read that letter over 2 or 3 times.
I'm sure you want to think of that idea.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you.
Hey, Father!
Here.
No, no.
I brought her some hot water.
What, water?
Yeah, she likes to take the shampoo on Friday.
What do you have, Hello, Luther.
Well, hi, Miss Wilbur. I brought you some hot water.
Thanks. Do me a lot of good to get some of this sand out of my hair.
Yeah, well, you need some extra water for rinsing your hair. My bathtub boys here will take care of you. When you're ready for the shower, just pull this chain, just like you would... Just like you was pulling down a window shade.
What did he want? Huh? What did he want? Who? I didn't tell him. Come back. Something important. Something about the Thanksgiving show. Then what's the trouble now he had? I said, what's the trouble? Nothing. There's not going to be any trouble anymore because I've made up my mind about one thing. It's all off. With him? And I'm going to break it off clean before it's too late. Knucklehead, what happened? What did he do? Well, he didn't do anything. It's just that, well, I don't know very much about him really, and before I go any further with this thing, I just better not get started. Don't you think so too, Diamond? Yes, I do. You do? Well, I do too. Well, don't look so dramatic about it. Things like this happen every day. I'm gonna watch that man right out of my hair. I'm gonna watch that man right out of my hair. I'm gonna watch that man right out of my hair. I'm gonna him on his way. Get the picture. I'm gonna wave that man right out of my arms. I'm gonna wave that man right out of my arms. I'm gonna wave that man right out of my arms. And send him on his way. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Hello. That song, is it a new American song?
Well, it's an American type song. We were kind of putting in our own words. Well, where is everybody?
It is strange with your American song. In all of them, one is either wishing to get rid of one's lover, or 1 week for a man one cannot have.
But that's right.
I like a song that says, I love you, you love me. Isn't that fine?
Yeah, that's fine.
I left a note for you at the hospital. It was to invite you to my home for dinner next Friday.
Well, I don't think I'll be able to come, Neil.
I have asked all my friends. The Planters Colony.
A big party. Well, then if I can't come, you won't miss me.
It is for you. It is for my friends to meet you. More important for you to meet them. To give you an idea of what your life would be like here. I want you to know more about me, how I live and think.
Know more about you?
Yes, you know very little about me.
That's right. Oh, would you sit down? Do you think about politics much? And if so, what do you think about politics?
Do you mean my political philosophy?
Well, I think that's what I mean.
Well, to begin with, I believe in a free life, in freedom for everyone.
Like in the Declaration of Independence?
Yes, sir. All men are created equal. Isn't it?
You really believe that?
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness.
It is why I am here. Why I killed a man.
Oh, yes, I meant to ask you about that, too. I don't want you to think I'm prying into your private life, asking you a lot of questions, but... Well, I always think it's interesting. Why a person kills another person.
Of course, Nellie, that has worried you. When I was a boy, I carried my heart in my hand. So, when this man came to our town, though my father said he was good, I thought he was bad. I was young. He attracted all of the mean and cruel people to him. Soon he was running our town. He could do anything, take anything. I did not like that. I was young. I stood up in the public square and made a speech. I called upon everyone to stand with me against this man.
What did they do?
They walked away.
Why?
Because they saw him standing behind me. I turned. He said to me, I am going to kill you now. We fought. He was never so strong. I knocked him to the ground, and when he fell, his head struck a stone. I ran to the waterfront. I joined a cargo boat. I didn't even know where it was going. I stepped off that boat into another world, where I am now, and where I want to stay. Will you marry me? There are so few days in our life, Nellie. The time I have with you now is... Have you been thinking?
I have been thinking. Born on the opposite side of the sea, we are different as people can be. And yet you want to marry me.
I do.
I've known you up to your weak, and yet somehow you've made my heart forget all the men I have ever met but you. But you.
I'm in Germany.
know this? I want to express you with three things. First, you are a civilian and you don't have to go. There is no way of our making you go. Second, this is a very dangerous mission and there is no guarantee that you will survive or that it will do any good. Third, that it might do a great good. It might be the means of turning the tide of war in this area.
I understand all these things.
Are you ready to give us your answer?
Yes, I am. My answer must be no. When a man faces death, he must weigh values very carefully. He must weigh the sweetness of his life against the thing he is asked to die for. The probability of death is very great for both of us. I know that iron as well, Sonny Cable. I am not certain that I believe that what you asked me to do is
We're asking you to help us lick the Jap. It's as simple as that. We're against the Jap.
I know what you're against. What are you for? When I was 22, I thought the world hated bullies as much as I did. I was foolish. I killed one. I was forced to flee to an island. Since then, I have asked no help from anyone or any country. I have seen these bullies multiply and grow strong. The world can try and watch them.
How the hell will it affect? Let me up. Aren't you just a guy in love with a girl? And you're putting her above everything else in the world?
Yes. I do care about my life with her more than anything else in the world. It is the only thing that is important to me. This I believe in. This I am sure of. This I have. I cannot risk to lose. Good day, gentlemen.
An honest man, but he's wrong. Of course we can't guarantee him a better world if we win. Point is, we can be damn sure it'll be worse if we lose, can't we? Well, can't we? Of course. There's a bottle of scotch in my bottom drawer, Cable. See you tomorrow. This is the one he means.
Commander Harrison, the old man walked right out on me with all these orders to be signed. And there's another delegation of French planters out here complaining about that stolen pig. The one the CB took and barbecued. And Commander Harrison...
Okay, I'll take care of it.
All right. Sir? Well, that's all I do, Commander Harrison. Go back to my outfit tonight.
No, take a couple of days off and unwind.
Unwind?
Sure, take a boat, go fishing.
Boat?
Company, like me. We very pretty people, no?
Do you speak English?
Only a few words. She talks French. Français. You tap your feet.
Moi aussi. On peut. Are you afraid of me? Avez-vous peur?
No. Oui. No.
it was supposed to be a religious dance, I wouldn't have gotten up to dance with him. Here he comes! Here he comes! Yes, everybody, hi.
Betta, good afternoon.
Good night, everybody. Good night.
No, Nelly. En français. En français.
You see, our Sunday affair don't stop.
Bravo. Bonsoir, bacon.
Hey, man, you know I can't sing. I gotta get that beat back. I stole it. Well, rather I borrowed it. Rather a fellow stole it for me. A wonderful man named Dylan. I have to sneak around behind the hospital as it is.
In that case, I forbid you to go. If you have to sneak back without anyone seeing you, you might just as well sneak back later.
You're absolutely right. I never had such a wonderful time in my whole life. All those lovely people. And that cute old man who spoke the French with me and made believe he understood me. And that fascinating couple who danced for us. Oh, so different from Little Rock. Am I drunk?
Oh, no.
I am. There's not champagne in the cup. Imagining all that wonderful champagne. You have some too.
Thank you.
It's such a waste.
Here's another bottle.
This house is living on. We are like old married. I guess it's all home. We're alone.
This is what I need. This is what I belong for. Someone young and it's mine. Lighting up my
Neil, you know, my mother said we have nothing in common. She's wrong. We have something very important in common, very much in common.
Yes, we're both in love.
But it's more than that. I've had enough. We're the same kind of people complimenting you with me. We appreciate me. Because enthusiastic about things. I really think it's quite exciting when people like that. We're not blasé. You know what I mean?
We're both knuckleheads. Cockeyed up to it.
I really
Nellie, I have a surprise for you. Now, you sit over here, please. Something I have been preparing for 2 days. Now, close your eyes. No peeking. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair and take it over to Don't try to patch it up, tear it up, wash him out, light him up, push him up, light him up, transfer him, and let him know, yay! What?
Well, you're the two things I ever saw in my life. What are your names? You got to get is that a word I'm saying, but my goodness, you're cute.
Nellie, I want you to meet Ghana and Jerome. Ghana and Jerome, Nellie.
Nellie?
Maintenant, only this and empty.
Aren't they adorable? Those big black eyes staring at you out of those sweet little faces. Are they Henry?
They're mine.
Of course, they look exactly like you, don't they? Where do you hide that mother?
Yes, Nellie.
You know they are you.
Yes, Nellie. I am their father.
And their mother.
Polynesia. And she was beautiful, Nellie. Child. I want you to know I have no apology. I came here as a young man. I lived as I could. But I have not been selfish. No woman has ever hated me or tried to hurt me.
No woman could ever want to hurt you, Angel. Sometimes I stop to get that big man. It's awful. Look at the time.
Nellie, wait, please. I am right home.
You do no such thing. Anyway, I just leave the gate here. Got to get inside.
Don't go now, Nellie. Don't go yet, please.
I'll never be able to take the girl to the hospital. And that's where they look at me coming late. But I'll call you. I'll come back tomorrow. Oh, dear, that awful rehearsal for Thanksgiving Day. I think you and the dad and they just want to rehearse night today. Thank you, my dear. It was the nicest party in your life. So, goodbye. See you. Come out and see you.
Nellie, I love you. Do you hear me, Nellie? I love you.
I love you so much. Please, let me go to you. Please, let me go. blurry, so I'll read it at the last number. The handstand was done by Marine Sergeant Kenneth Johnson. The Russian Sabotska was done by Lieutenant J.G. designated Alan Yeager.
Is that the one from Baker?
The solo featuring the hit kick and scissors, those are the names of the set, was by Ensign Cormac Ray and Ensign Connie Voluska. The pinwheel, you know, by Sue Fox. And John Fox, Carpenter's made third class.
Second class.
The multiple revolutions, and incidentally, the dance steps are by Ensign Nellie Corbett. Now, the next act is the most unusual please. And put the heck up into the line.
It's the generator. It ran out of gas. Switch over to the other one. Turn on the trap light.
Keep it easy, everybody. Nothing's wrong except the lights will out.
Hey! Look where you're going! Well, how the hell can I look when I can't see? The other generator'll be on in a minute. Well, I got the front lights on, that's something. Hey, we'll wait there till I get started. Sure. You know what I can't understand is how some guys ain't got the artistic imagination to put gas in a generator. So the show will be a success. Especially when they're on the committee.
You're on the committee, too. Why didn't you tell us you wasn't gassed up?
Look, I'm acting in the show. I'm the stage manager and I'm the producer. I can't figure out everything, can I?
Sure you can. Just put your two heads together.
Look, jerk, I got a production on my hands. Well, how's the weightlifting act going? Well, I can't tell. Nobody's clapping. Well, if nobody's clapping, it ain't going good. You ought to be able to figure that out. Put your two heads together.
You was the one with the two heads.
Listen.
Betta, could you tell me where I could find Miss Portwood?
She's on the stage right now. She's the MC. She can't talk to nobody now. You want me to take those flowers in for you?
No, I would prefer to give them to her myself.
Are you Mr. DeBeck?
Yes?
Look, Mr. DeBeck, do me a big favor, will you? Don't try and see her tonight.
Why?
Well, we got her in a good mood, and I don't want nothing to upset her again.
She's been upset?
Upset? She asked for a transfer to another island. Day before yesterday, she broke out crying right in the middle of rehearsal. Said she couldn't handle the show. She wouldn't have either unless Captain Brackett came down and talked to her and told her on the court went to the men on the face. So look, do us all a big favor, will you? Don't try and see her now.
She's asked for a transfer.
Don't tell her I told you. Nobody's supposed to know.
I must see her tonight.
Well, stay here then, out of sight till after the show. I'll take the flowers in for you.
Lieutenant Cable.
The cable was supposed to be this metal with a hot.
You're not well?
I'm okay now, Peter. They can't keep me in that damn place any longer. I'm looking for a guy named Bullen. A great guy for getting boats. I need a boat right now. I've got to get to Island. What? That damn liner with the two volcanoes on it. You ever been over there?
Why, yes.
I went over every day from this damn malaria stuff. And you sailed over early in the morning with warm rain playing across your face. Like that, like... Well, I was dreaming.
No.
What are you doing, Louise?
She come in big white boat. Bigger than your boat. Belongs to Barrère. He was to marry me. You know him. He's white man too and very rich.
That's the old planter you told me about? The one who drinks? My God, you can't let her marry a man like that?
Okay. Then you marry her.
Take her! Here, lad. No problem. Lieutenant, I am worried about you. You're ill. Will you allow me to see you back to the hospital?
You're worried about me. That's fine. A fellow who says he lives on an island all by himself and doesn't worry about anybody. Japs, Americans, Germans, anybody. Why pick out me to worry about?
You have good life here. Look, Lieutenant, I am rich. I said $600 before war. This war I make $2,000. War go on and make maybe more. The grass skirts, bows, tools, real human head. Give all the money to you at the end. You not have to work. I work for you. All day long, you and the empty together, huh? See? That? Don't touch me. Nothing about Philadelphia is no fool. Talk about using a stick and making love all day long. You You lie.
Dear, I want you to have this. It's a man's watch, but it's a good one. Belongs to my grandfather. Kind of a lucky piece, too. My dad carried it all through the last war. Beautiful, isn't it?
When I see you first time, I know you're a good man for me. And he's a good girl for you. You are special good baby.
I can't marry you.
Was your last chance. Nothing that is a forever. Come here. Give me what? Give bastard. No.
We're not going to get to go back home until that situation is reversed. Now, it may be some time before we can get any big operation underway. And so it's things like this show here tonight, that keep us going. Now, I understand that I am not generally considered a sentimental type.
You can say that again.
Once or twice, I understand, I have been referred to as Old Iron Belly.
What is that point?
Now, I resent that very much, because I've already chosen that as my private name for our executive officer, Commander Hardison. Take him out,
I wish I was a commander.
I want you to know that both Old Iron Bellies sat out here tonight and had a hell of a good time. And I want to thank that hard-working committee of nurses and CVs who made the costumes out of rope, mosquito nets, newspapers, and comic books.
Captain.
And brought up all those jokes and all those grand songs. And I just want to say on this Thanksgiving Day to all of them from all of us, thank you. And now I'm going to ask Commander Hardison to announce the next act, which will be the finale of our Thanksgiving entertainment.
The next and last will be a song sung by Bosun Boyle. And the sound of the coral sea, gorgeous, voluptuous, and petite, Mademoiselle Lucaria Billis.
My darling lady and the fair her About me tonight. I appreciate it, Luther. I just don't know how much.
Miss Forbush, I would like you to know I consider you the most wonderful woman in the entire world, even including the fact that you're an officer. I can't go on being such a hero to let you think I thought of giving you those flowers.
But you did give them to me.
No. Here's the card that came with them. Are you all right, Miss Forbush?
Uh-huh.
Well, I'll be hanging around the area in case you need me. Just sing out. Ready, girls?
What's the matter, Nellie, the nurse? Having diplomatic difficulties with France?
Joe Cable, who let you out of the hospital?
Me, I'm...
You're trying to get over to Valley High. Did that little girl you told me about?
Yes. I've just seen her. For the last time, I guess.
Joe.
Nellie, I love her. And yet I just heard myself saying I couldn't marry her. What's the matter with me, Nellie? What kind of a guy am I anyway?
You're all right, just that you're so far away from home. You're both so far away from home.
Nellie, I must see you.
Emil?
Will you excuse us, Lieutenant Cable?
Wait a minute, Joe, please. I've been meaning to call you, Emil.
You have asked for a transfer. Why? What does it mean?
I'll explain tomorrow.
No, not tomorrow. Now. What does it mean, Nellie?
It means that I can't marry you. Do you understand? I can't marry you.
Because of my children?
Not because of your children. They're sweet.
It is their Polynesian mother, then. Their mother and I.
Yes. I can't help it. It isn't as if I could give you a good reason. There is no reason. This is emotional. It's something that's born in me.
It is not. I do not believe this is born in you.
Why do I feel the way I do? All I know is I can't help it. I can't help it. You explain how we feel, please, Joe.
Nellie.
Honey, are you ready? Yes, Nellie. Over here.
What makes her talk like that? Why do you have this feeling you would see? I do not believe it is born in you. I do not believe it.
It's not born in you. It happens after you're born. Got to be taught to hate and to fear. You've got to be taught from year to year. It's got to be run in your dear little ear. You've got to be carefully taught.
I was running away from. It followed me all this way. All these years. Now it found me. I was cheated before and cheated again by a mean little word of a mean little man. And once and for me that I find no best to stay here on an island and a highway. The rest I will cling to this island like a tree or a bone. I will cling to this island and a tree and
Yes, sir. If I ever get out of this thing alive, I'm not going back there. I'm coming here. All I care about is right here.
all you care about is here. This is a good place to be. And all you care about has been taken away from you. There is no place. I came so close to it.
consider going up there with me, Marie Louise Island? I mean, now you haven't got so much to lose. We could do a good job, I think, you and I. You know, back home when I used to get in a jam, I used to go hunting. That's what I think I'll do now. But hunting up there around Marie Louise, jet carriers, cargo boats, troop ships, big game. When I go up, what side of the island shall I land?
South side.
Why?
There is a cove there with rocks. I've sailed in behind these rocks many times.
Submarine sail in between those rocks without being observed?
Yes, if you know the channel.
After I land, what will I do?
You will get in touch with two of my friends, Brazil and Inato. Two black men. Wonderful hunters. They will hide us in the hills.
Us? Are you going with me?
Of course. You're too young to be out alone. Let's find Captain Brackett.
Wait till old Iron Belly hears about this. He'll jump out of his skin.
Hey, I would like to see this kind of a jump. Come on.
What was that?
That was nothing, sir.
It sounded like somebody trying to send a message. It sounded like code.
That was not code, sir. That sound you just heard was the contraction of the tin roof. It's the mist cooling off at night.
No.
Sir, if you'd like to go back to your office, I'll let you know just as...
No. I don't want to ask you your problems. I'll stay right here.
Yes, sir.
We ought to be getting a message. That's all. They've been trying to land and establish some sort of an observation post by now. Don't you think so? Oh, Captain Brackett, look, what is it? Don't interrupt me now, Bill. I'm very busy. It's about this CB out here. Billis. Commander Perkins over at operations estimates that Billis's act this morning cost the Navy over $600,000. $600,000. By God, I'm going to chew that guy. Stand a minute. Yes, sir. Look, let me know the minute you get any word. No matter what I'm doing, break right in.
Yes, sir.
Get in there. Captain Brackett, this is Lieutenant Buzz Adams, who flew the mission.
Captain.
Hi, Adams. One man like you in an outfit is like a rotten apple in a barrel. Just what did you feel like sitting down there all day long in that little rubber boat in the middle of Empress Augusta Bay with the whole damn Navy Air Force trying to rescue you? And how the hell can you fall out of a Catalina anyway?
Well, sir, the chap in the aircraft busted a hole in the side of the plane and I fell through. The wind just sucked me out.
I'm to understand that you deliberately hid in the baggage compartment of a plane that you knew was taking off on a very dangerous mission. You had nerve enough to do that all right. And the minute an anti-aircraft gun hit the plane, you fell out. The wind just sucked you out. You and your little parachute. I don't think you fell out, Philip. I think you jumped out. Now, which did you do?
Well, sir, it was sort of half and half. Did you get the picture?
This is one of the most humiliating things that's ever happened to me. Betta, when did you discover he was on the plane?
Well, sir, we'd been out about an hour. It was still dark, I know. We were flying across Mary Louise. The Jap anti-aircraft spotted us and made that hit. That's when Luther, and this fella here, that's when he left the ship. I just circled once, time enough to drop my rubber boat. Some New Zealanders, the P-40, spotted them though and kept circling over them while I flew across the island and landed alongside the south. Let Joe and the Frenchman off. By the time I got back to the other side of the island, our Navy planes were flying around the air above this guy like a thick swarm of bees. They kept the Jap guns occupied till I slipped down and scooped him off the rubber boat. You'd have thought this guy was a $90 million cruiser they were out to protect. There must have been 55 or 60 planes. 62.
You're not far off, Adams. Harbison tells me this thing cost the Navy about $600,000.
$600,000?
What the hell are you so happy about?
I was just thinking about my uncle. You remember my uncle I was telling you about? He used to tell my old man I'd never be worth a dime. Him and his lousy slot machine. Can you imagine the nerve of a guy?
Why the hell did you do this anyway, Philip? What would make a man do a thing like this?
Well, sir, a fella has to keep moving. You get kind of held down. And if a guy's itching to take a trip to pick up some souvenirs, you gotta kind of horn in. If you get the picture.
How did you know about it?
Well, I didn't know about it exactly. Just when I heard Lieutenant Cable talk to that fellow Betta, right away I figured something's in the air. A project. Now that's what I like, Captain. Projects! Don't you?
Phyllis, you've broken every regulation in the book. And by God, Captain Bracken and I are going to throw it.
Sir, may I barge in? My co-pilot watched this whole thing, you know, and he thinks this fellow Phyllis, down there in the rubber boat, with all those planes over him, caused a kind of diversionary action. All those Jap guns were busy shooting at the planes, and that Phyllis, on the other side of the island, that submarine was sliding into that little cove and depositing the Frenchman and Joe Cable in behind those rocks.
What the hell do you want me to do? Pin a medal on this guy?
I don't want no medal, Captain. But I could use a little freedom. A little room to kind of swing around in. You know what I mean? If you get the picture. Get out of here.
Get out of here! Get the hell out of here! Well, Iron Belly, what would you have done? I'd have thrown him in the brick. And I will too if I get the ghost of a chance.
And so we are here. This is our first chance to send news to you. We have made contact with former friends of mine. We have set up quarters in a mango tree. No room, but a lovely view. First, the weather. Rain clouds over Bougainville, the Treasuries, Quarter, and New Georgia. We expect rain in this region from 9 o'clock till 2 o'clock. Other? Oh, my friend, you'll correct me. 0900 to 1400. And now our military expert, Joe.
All you Navy, Marine, and Army pilots, write this down. Surface craft. 19 troop barges headed down the bottleneck. Speed about 11 knots.
Ought to pass Bonita at about 20 hundredths a night, escorted by heavy horses. Ought to be some way to knock out a few of these.
Oh, boy.
I don't want to miss that thing. We'll be going out west tonight. But that is, without Will, 600 headed southwest. There was quite a rest. They're not heavy. They should reach.
You know what I like, Bill? What? Don't you?
All right.
City today, unlimited. 33 fighters, heroes have moved in from Booking. Their cost is approximately 23 degrees. We believe that the bombers will follow.
Well, gentlemen, here's the hot tip for today. Joe and the Frenchman have sighted 20 service craft heading southeast from Bella to Bella. Christmas is just 2 weeks away. What do you say to give those two characters a present? A beautiful view of no ship coming back. Okay, that's all right with me. Let's go. Yes, sir.
Have to tell her something sometime. She hasn't seen her for 2 weeks. She might as well know it now. Okay, send her in. I always have to do that tough job.
Captain Ragged, I know this isn't regular. It's about Amy or the bed. I went to his house a week ago to... Well, you know how people have arguments and days later you think of a good answer? Well, I went to his house and he wasn't there. I even asked the children. Oh, he has 2 little children, and they didn't seem to know where he'd gone. At least that's what I think they said. They only speak French. And then tonight when I was on duty in the ward, we have a lot of fighter pilots over there. You know, the boys who knocked out that convoy yesterday, and you know how fighter pilots talk about Immelmans and wingovers and things. And I never listen usually, but they kept talking about a Frenchman. They said the Frenchman said this, and the Frenchman said that, and I was just wondering if this Frenchman they're talking about could be my Frenchman.
Yes, Miss Forbush, it is. I couldn't tell you before. As a matter of fact, if you wait around here a few minutes, you'll be able to hear his voice.
His voice? Where is he?
With Lieutenant Cable behind enemy lines.
Behind?
Hello. Hello, my friends and allies. My message today must be brief and sad. Lieutenant Cable, my friend Joe, died last night. He died from wounds he received 3 days ago. I will never know a finer man. I wish he could have told you the good news. The Japanese are pulling out, and there is great confusion. Our guess is that the Japs will try to evacuate troops from the Cape around tonight. You may not hear from us for several days. We must move again. 2 planes are overhead. They are looking for us, we think. We believe that. Goodbye!
Is that all? Is that all? Can't you get the back home and they're cut off?
Joe. Joe Cable. You think you can know everything ain't able to back again? You don't think so when you tell me?
There's a chance. Of course there's a chance.
You didn't even know he was going.
Of course not. How could he tell you he was going? Now, don't blame him on the fact he's okay. He's a wonderful guy. He has got a chance, hasn't he, Bill? Of course, there's always a chance. Come on, let's get the hell out of here. What's the matter with her?
transportation, you have Captain George Miller, who will be yours as your ship already for you.
Hey, brother. Let's head back, eh? Our gang's about a mile down the beach. Supposing they call our name.
Yeah, they may be ready for us to go aboard.
They won't be ready for ours yet. This is the Navy. Man, look at that beach. Swarming with eager beavers. 10,000 guys. All jerks. Hey, Marine.
Yep.
You booked on one of those LCTs?
I guess so, why?
They shake the belly off, you know. $5 and you can have it.
What is it?
Seasick remedy, you'll be needing it.
Knock off. That's stuff issues. We all got them. Who are you trying to fool?
You know these Marines are getting smarter every day.
All right. Stay with the unit. And you too. For heaven's sake, don't get spread out over here. Trying to get this thing organized as quickly as possible. So for God's sake, stay with your outfit. Hey, Phoebe.
Excuse me, sir. Can you tell me where I can find Captain Brackett?
He's up ahead of the company street. He'll be along any minute now.
Thank you, sir. That's all.
Keep it nice out there. How many times have I told you? Keep it nice.
And remember, you guys are going to volunteer, too. Miss McGregor. You nurses going along, too?
Only a few of us. We're going to fly back to Wounded.
Miss Wilbur's going with you?
Oh, I don't know. She makes it here at the hospital.
Oh, say, Miss McGregor, you don't happen to get airsick, do you? I was thinking maybe if you have $3 handy, you might be able to use this little package I got here.
Ah, that stuff's no good. We gave that up last month.
That is a female church. Excuse me, sir. Could I speak to you for a minute?
Who is it?
Phyllis, sir. Luther Phyllis.
Well, what is it, Phyllis? We're moving out pretty soon.
Yes, sir, I know. I kind of like to do something for Miss Forward, sir. Stu Pop, the professor, and me was wondering if anything was being done about rescuing the Frenchman off that island. We hereby volunteer for such a project, sir. A kind of a triple diversionary activity, like I done to get them on there. You could drop us in 3 rubber boats on 3 different sides of the island. Confuse the hell out of them Japs. Get the picture.
That's very fine of you, Phyllis, but I'm afraid it's a little late for diversionary activity. That started this morning before the sun came up. Operation Alligator got underway. Landings were made on 14 Japanese-held islands.
That's very unfair, sir. I think the first thing they should have done was try and rescue that Frenchman.
The Admiral agrees with you, Phyllis. Marie Louise was the first island they hit.
Did they get him? Is he alive?
We don't know. Lieutenant Buzz Adams flew up there to find out. He hasn't come back yet. But if the Frenchman's dead, it is unfair. It's too damn bad of a part of this huge operation couldn't have saved one of the 2 guys who made it all possible. Look at that beach. As far as you can see, men waiting to board the ship. The whole picture of the South Pacific has changed. We're going the other way.
Captain Brackett, sir, the launch is ready to take us to your ship.
You got a ship, sir?
Yes, Thompson and I have got a ship. I am no longer a lousy island commander. Go on, Bill.
So long, Captain Brackett.
So long, Phyllis. Oh, by the way, we never did get you in the brig, did we?
No.
No, I forgot.
Forgot what, sir?
Your unit will be on my ship. I'll be seeing all of you. Get the picture?
All right, let's start those trucks moving out. All units on the company street, we're ready to load them. All nurses will board assigned trains. CBs to embark on Carrier 6. All Marines to LCT. Any questions? Move on!
Florida. I never can tell the difference. That's right. They're all moving out, you see, because, well, it's been a big change. They won't be around much anymore, just off and on a few of them. Did you understand anything I said? Vous, là, comprenez pas? Nous comprenons, oui. Now, while I'm down at the hospital, you gotta promise me to manger every day. Everything put before you on the table, store the toddler. Sur le table, sous la table. Don't come back to sit down. Food. Now you gotta learn to mind me when I talk to you and be nice to me. I love you very much. Archie.